Hey there, my Stampin' friends. Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a Stampin' show and tell to share with you. And we're going to be using this new Wildlife Wonder stamp set. Well, it's new to me. It's been in the catalog for a few months now. But I really like the images of the wolf and the bear and the owl, and it's got some great sentiments. So I'm going to start playing with it, and today we're going to be doing this card. So I'm going to share with you the whole process, start to finish, like I usually do. And then you're off and running. You can create your own card. So this is a case from a catalog idea from a few years ago, actually. I will share that in my blog link, so you can hop on over to the blog and see all the details of the sketch I started with, and then you'll have this video showing you how I went through the whole thing. So I have my card base. Today I'm using Balmy Blue. We're just going to fold that in half and give it a crease with our bone folder. Then I decided to run mine through my embossing machine with the Fern 3D embossing folder, and I came up with this card front. So it just gives that card base a little bit of texture in the background. So hopefully you can see that on the video. So it goes from plain Jane to an embossed image. Okay, so there's my first element of my card. Now we have in our Sale-a-bration papers a paper called Rings of Love, and it's got some beautiful patterns. This is one of them with all these different bright flowers. So I'm going to use this on my card as an element. That's just going to go right here. And I'm tying in soft suede as my complementary color. That's the color ink I'm going to use. And then I have this paper ribbon. And this paper ribbon is just going to slip down like this. So it's not going to steal too much attention, but it's going to give me that coordinating color in there with my blues and my brights, and then going with all my ink color. So let's just go ahead and put this on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add adhesive to the edge of my DSP. Let's see, there we go. So just a little bit to the edge of my DSP. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to this paper ribbon first. Now the paper ribbon is just slightly longer than the DSP. Remember, all my measures will be on the blog post, so don't stress that I'm not giving you all the measures. Okay, so there's that. That's just lined up a little bit extra, and then this is all going to just get adhered down with some more adhesive, and I'm just going to press that into my embossed layer so it adheres. Just run your thumb along there, just press it in so that those papers all adhere together. Okay, so now that's going to be my liner. We'll do that in a minute. So I have to create my scene here on the front, right, my focal point. So I'm going to start by stamping my bear. So I'm going to ink it with my soft suede ink. And I'm just going to put him down on this piece of basic white. Okay, so there's my my bear. Then I'm going to have a sentiment on the front, and I am using For All the Great Things You Do. So I just have another piece of basic white, stamp down my sentiment, and then I want to create a little bit of scenery. So this stamp set has this kind of watercolored line here, right? I'm going to imagine it as ground, and it's got these stalks of like tall grass. So with all my, just my same color, my soft suede, I'm going to come in and I'm going to stamp some background, and I'm using vellum because I kind of wanted that DSP and my fern background to still show behind my focal point. So I didn't want to, block it with a solid piece of cardstock. So vellum is a great way to do that. And then I'm just using my grasses, kind of create an edge that my bear is going to be walking through. Now I'm just doing the edge because the bear is going to go on top, so it's going to hide a lot of what is behind it. So we're not going to worry about doing the whole thing. Alright, so there's my vellum. I'm going to let that dry for a minute. So you're just going to take your paper snips and trim out your bear. Now I've done one already just to save a little bit of time. if I can find him. There he is. Okay, so there's my bear. So I just trimmed him out with my paper snips. Okay, so he's going to be on my card. Now the sentiment, I'm going to show you how I trim this out. So you could just leave it square, right? Trim it down to size. I'm actually going to do a little detailed cutting here. So it's kind of a square font, right? So along the square font, I'm just going to come along and do straight edges. Okay, so just really simple, just go right along the words, over, under, around, and just trim those up. Now, I didn't do the curvy G yet because I'm going to go around the G to give it a little bit of shape. So first let's finish off all these squares. Okay, so now I've got this one. Now I bring my scissors in, okay, and I'm going to move my cardstock along my blade of my scissors. So I don't really move my scissors, I move the cardstock. Just like that. So see, I just went right around the G, tuck it up, and then this one's just going to go straight down along the U. So that's kind of a fun way to do sentiments, right? Trim them out with your scissors. I know a lot of times we have words with dies, which is great and easy for those of us who want to use the dies. But if you don't have the dies, or if you have sentiments that don't have dies that coordinate, just trim them out with your scissors. All right, I'm going to use the edge of my mini dimensionals here to pop these sentiments up because my mini dimensionals are a little bit thinner than our regular ones. So I'm just going to put these on these kind of popped out sections, and then I'll just add one more there for balance. Okay, so let's put our card together. Put those away. Alright, so vellum. You can see adhesive through vellum most of the time, but my bear is going to go right on the middle right there. So I'm just going to add my adhesive right behind where the bear is going to be. Sneaky, right? Alright, so I have him. So I'm just going to put this right there and see how that designer series paper and even the blue of my background still kind of comes through that vellum. Alright, now I'm going to pop the bear up on dimensionals. He's just going for a walk through the woods. Alright, and then I've got my sentiment. I've got a little bit of adhesive sticking out, so I'm just going to give that a trim. Don't want adhesive sticking up the front. And then I'm just going to put this right in line with the bottom of that vellum, which will also help adhere it down. Okay, now for the inside, like I said, this set has some great sentiments. So I'm going to use the Sending Birthday Wishes on my inside. So I'm just going to line that up on my grid paper, so I'm stamping square. And I put my first one down, and then under that I'm adding a second sentiment. You mean so much to me. So there we go. And there's that, and then that's just going to slip right on the inside. Just like that. Okay, so there's our project today. Start to finish, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show and tell today. I hope this is a fun little project, whether you're using the stamp set or one you already have, but it's a fun layout. It's easy to use. Like I said, I will share the basic sketch with you over on my blog. So remember, hop over, visit the blog post, see all the details with the measurements and the products that I used. You can leave me a comment over there. Let me know that you're enjoying what I'm sharing. And don't forget, here on YouTube, you can subscribe right under my video so that you're notified whenever I share a new video. And leave me a comment here. I love to know what you're thinking about the videos. So we all enjoy our crafting in our own way, whether it's in print, on blogs, in videos, through catalogs, whatever you like. Let me know. Let me know if you have any ideas or if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you. And remember, my shopping link is below too. Support from your orders helps me continue doing what I love to do, sharing with all of you and creating cards in my daily life here. So I hope you enjoyed. Remember, thumbs up and comments are greatly appreciated, and I'll see you again real soon. Alright guys, have a great day. Bye bye.